Stephen Curry doesn't need words to make a statement on the court. Discover how his subtle facial expressions, confident smiles, and on-court celebrations serve as his form of trash talk, leaving opponents both challenged and entertained. Stephen Curry isn't the most standout name when talking about great trash talkers past and present. In fact, he doesn't come across as one. He does trash talk on his day, although he's not known as a hardcore trash talker. While he's not always the loudest or most aggressive, he does engage in back-and-forth verbal exchanges with opponents, and a facial expression is usually enough to get the message across to his had moments. The shimmy after a deep three. The glance at the opposing bench when a shot drops before the net even ripples. The occasional chirp after a momentum-swinging play. But Curry's never needed to go full trash talk mode. His game does the speaking. The Golden State Warriors point guard just wants to have fun playing basketball. Most of my trash talking is reactive, Chef said. If you say something to me, I'll say something back. But I'm not out here like huff and puff and woofing. I'm good for a facial expression or a smile, and that's my trash talking in terms of when I'm feeling good and enjoying myself. Drafted 7th overall by the Warriors in the 2009 NBA draft, Curry entered a league built on bruising power forwards, lengthy wings and dominating paint protectors. His 6'2", 185-pound frame didn't fit the mold. He wasn't sculpted for battle like LeBron James, nor did he have the physical arrogance of Kobe Bryant. He had a boyish grin, a slight build and a jumper that looked more like a secret weapon than a signature style. In those early years, there was no room for noise. He had to earn space, fight for respect and survive brutal ankle injuries that nearly derailed his trajectory. At one point in 2012, he played just 26 games. The whispers got louder. Too frail. Too nice. Too small to carry a franchise. But Steph leaned on joy, rhythm, and repetition. Trash talk was a distraction. Instead, he built his brand around exuberance. The mouthguard chews, the tunnel shots, the 30-foot heat checks. He made basketball feel like a game again. The former unanimous most valuable player has endured a life of being trash-talked for almost all his life, playing basketball. At Davidson University, he had to claw his way into the national spotlight. He wasn't recruited by powerhouses like Duke or North Carolina. His frame didn't impress scouts, and his name didn't carry weight yet wasn't until he dropped 40 points against Gonzaga University in the 2008 NCAA tournament and led Davidson to the Elite Eight that people started paying real attention. But even then, he was underestimated. Curry's game was constantly met with skepticism. He heard the noise. People questioned his defense, his durability, and even his ability to play point guard at the next level. Those doubts never disappeared, they just evolved. Critics called him a system player in 2015. Said he couldn't lead a team without Kevin Durant, he couldn't win the finals MVP. They also claimed he was all flash and no fight. But through it all, Chef stayed true to himself and always had fun when he was on the floor.